Hello, in this video we're going to take a perfect complements utility function and derive the indirect utility function. So here we have a perfect complements utility function. Utility is a minimum of x or 2y. X is units of good x, y is units of good y. Here's the consumer's budget constraint. M is income, got the price of good x and the per unit price of good y. X and y again represent units of good x and good y respectively. Step one, we're going to solve for the demand functions for good x and good y. The way we do that is we look here what's in parentheses and we set x equal to 2y. So these goods are going to be consumed in this manner. X will equal 2 times units of good y. And now we're going to just take that and plug it into our budget constraint. So where we see an x, we're going to plug in 2y, and that's what I do down here. I'm going to factor out a y on the right-hand side, and then divide through by what's in parentheses, and we have the demand for good y. Now doing a similar thing for good x, taking this x equals 2y, and this time solving it for y. Y will equal 1/2 x. We're going to plug that into the constraint. So where we see y in the budget constraint, we're going to put in x divided by 2. And I'm going to factor out an x on the right-hand side. And now I'll just divide through by what's in parentheses, giving us the demand for good x. The next step is we're going to take those demand equations that we just solved for and we're going to plug it into the utility function, reminding us that our utility function is the minimum of x or 2y. Here are our demand equations. So just plugging that into our utility function, and here I'm going to use v to represent the indirect utility. So here utility is going to be a function of income and prices. So again, making our substitution for x and making our substitution for y. One thing to be careful about is that since we have 2y here, it's 2 times y. That's why I have 2 times here, 2 times m. Okay, so you need to watch that. And then this is just going to equal the minimum of those two values. And one thing I can do here is just this middle term here, just divide everything through by 2, divide the numerator through by 2 and the denominator through by 2, and you get this result. So this is our indirect utility, okay, showing us the level of utility that can be achieved from a level of income and given prices, price of good x and price of good y. Okay, I hope you found this video helpful.